Hello guys, today our machine learning case is online payments fraud detection. To identify online payment fraud with machine learning, we need to train a machine learning model for classifying fraudulent and non-fraudulent payments. For this, we need a dataset containing information about online payment fraud so that we can understand what type of transactions lead to fraud. First, I will start this test by importing the necessary Python libraries and the dataset we need. Import pandas std import numpy as np data equal pd read csv print data head Now it will show us the first 5 lines of our data. Just wait a second because this data is a little big. It needs some time to run it. Okay. We can see this database has 11 volumes, 11 columns. Now let's have a look at whether this dataset has any null values or not. Checking null values. Print data is null. Zoom. So this dataset does not have any null values. Before moving forward, let's have a look at the type of transaction mentioned in this dataset. Exploring transaction type. Print data type value codes. Okay, we see there are 5 types of transaction: cash out, payment, cash in, and so on. We can do some visualization of these types. Visualization. Type equal data type value counts transactions equal type index quantity equal type values input plot express as px figure equal px pi data values equal quantity names equal transactions equal 0.5 title equal distribution of transaction distribution of transaction type figure shows a figure. Okay, something wrong. Values not defined. Where values quantity name of values is not defined. Let me check. Type data type value cons transaction type index quantity. Okay, here. Now we have a pie chart of the distribution of transaction types. It is very directly show the structure of data. Here we can see cash out has the largest number. Second is payment. Third is cash in. Yes. Okay. So above all, we do some description of the data. Now we will do some analysis. Let's have a look at the correlation between the features of the data with the is fraud column. Checking correlation. Correlation equal data. Print correlation is fraud. Yes, it's fraud here. Salt values ascending equal false. Okay, we have the correlation between as values and is fraud. Now let's transform the categorical features into numerical. Here I will also transform the values of the is fraud column into non-fraud and fraud labels to have a better understanding of the output. Data type equal data type map. Here we should be careful. Cash out number 1, payment, number 2, cash in, number 3, transfer, number 4, number 5, data is fraud equal data is fraud map 0 no fraud 1 fraud print data head. Okay, before run we should do some check because it is here fraud. And data type equal data type map cash out 1 payment 2 cash in 3 transfer 4 5 data is fraud equal data is fraud map 0 no fraud 1 fraud. Yes, run it. Okay, now we have we transferred the categorical features into numerical. Here can see tab cash out number 1, number 2 is 1 tab payment now use 2 to stand for. Here we can see here no fraud and fraud to give the label of each fraud. Now let's train a classification model to classify fraud and non-fraud transactions. Before training the model, I will split the data into training and test sets. Splitting the data from then model selection input train test split x equal empty array data type amount order balance order and the new balance y equal empty array data is fraud. Wrong it? Oh, what's the problem? Oh, here. Okay, now let's train the online payment fraud detection model. Training a machine learning model from tree. Import decision tree classify X train X test test Y train Y test equal train test split X Y test size equal random state equal 42. Model equal decision tree classify model equal fit X train Y train print model school X test Y test. Okay, let's run it. Oh, okay, rhythm. Fit model fit. This is X. So when we write code, we should be very careful. Decision. Oh, Y test is not defined. Y test? I know. Yes, and it shows our model is very good. Now let's classify whether a transaction is a fraud or not by feeding about a transaction into the model. Prediction. Features equal type amount order and new balance ORIG. Features equal MP A RRAY 4 yes. Print model predict features. Predict. Yes. Okay, fraud. So this is how we can detect online payments fraud with machine learning using Python. Detecting online payment fraud is one of the applications of data science in finance. I hope you like this video on online payment fraud detection with machine learning using Python. Feel free to ask valuable questions in the comments section below. Thank you so much.